began teaching the last 3 weeks or so on faith test, the trial of your faith. Faith test, faith trial of your faith. This is very, very important. As long as you are here on air, your faith will be tried. Nobody likes that. And you know, if you've been to school before, you will not see children who like exams. You know, are you aware of that? Most children don't like exams. You know, in fact, even when I was an undergraduate, we never really like exam. It's just because it's compulsory. Are you aware of that? Not because we like to go and write exam and we start sweating. We wrote exam because it's compulsory that you have to write exam. You have to write. So when they release timetable, somebody already having fever, exam fever. Timetable is released. You have to write exams. But either you like it or not, there will be exams. Are you aware of that? As long as you're in school, you're going to write exams. Some people don't write exams. Some people say they are sick. They say, okay, we wait on you recover. you do set a separate question for you. But your exams is compulsory. You have to write it. Trials and tests come to all of us. As long as you are in a faith school, this life is a faith school, you are going to write exams. And the thing is this: number one, I will look at at Corinthians. It said, "It is not God that comes to tempt us with evil." God does not tempt us with evil. The devil is the one that is the tempter. We look at this the last week and the upper week. The devil is the tempter. The tempter. He comes to tempt us. There are circumstances in this life, there are conditions in this life that may not be favorable to us. But if me and you can be thoroughly trained, then when the test of life comes, then we can pass the exams. You know, when I started this about 3 weeks ago, I showed the picture of what happened in the warehouse that got burnt and everything was destroyed. And by human calculations, we were supposed to be bankrupt, financially bankrupt forever. People go through tests and trials in their lives and they develop stroke. Some people get news, some crazy news that are so shattering and they immediately develop stroke. Because they are not prepared. You are not custom built. You are not custom built for storms. In this life there are storms. You see, you know, if you go to Japan, there are a lot of earthquake that takes place in Japan. So when they are doing buildings in Japan, when Japanese are building these skyscrapers, they put in all kinds of iron, all kinds of things there that can withstand the shaking, the earth tremor. In Nigeria here, we don't know anything about earth tremor. Are you aware of that? Most of the things that happen in other places, if they happen there, every house will flat down. It's not built for storms. But you see, in Japan, they build houses on the sea. They build houses on the sea. That no matter the shaking taking place, you see how they are shaking, the house is standing. Do you know that as born again believers, me and you are supposed to be, we should be custom built for storms. Like I shared last Sunday, I said we are. This is Eagle Christian Center. You know that? Yes, sir. You're not Chicken Christian Center. Yes, sir. Huh? Yes, sir. No chicken are afraid. I was screaming. But eagles no fear. Yeah, my wife will show my wife some this eagle. We like to watch eagle things. Eagle, how they dive into the river. Eagles will dive into the river to pick fish and zoom out. It's like amazing things that eagles do. Eagles go and attack snake. Take a snake and then fling the snake up. Yes, very fleshy snake, fleshy one. Bam. Take off on the sky. A snake can't bite on the sky because it's not a terrain for it. Eagles even try to take lions' children. They go to attack small animals, the baby animals in this India. There was this thing that looked like this wild goat. There's a wild goat I was watching recently. Wild goat, and this eagle was from the sky. I was wondering, how is it going to take this thing? It's too big. And you know what? The thing was on a very high mountain. And the eagles went there, tried to take it. The thing was so heavy and everything. And then because he couldn't take it high, he dropped it on the high mountain to fall and die. Dropped it and pushed it on the high mountain, so the thing was rolling and crashed on the ground. Then he went there to take part of it. The boldness and the courage of the eagle. The boldness of the lion. See, hear me now. You know what we are doing as a church? You are training you as lions that nobody can intimidate you. Amen. There is no economy, no circumstances, no symptoms in the body can intimidate you. Amen. You can't be intimidated, and you are eagles, you can't be grounded. Praise God. So let's go to your first chapter 1, verse 7, where we began. 1 Peter 1:7. You are afraid to be tested, but you are more than conqueror. In the name of Jesus Christ. So 1 Peter 1:7. That the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to praise, honor, and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Give me KJV there, and then you go back to NLT. Want to go? At the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of. This is very important, church. Your faith is very, very, very precious to God. Your faith is very, very precious to God. And then on the flip side, your faith is a big threat to Satan. Your faith is a big threat to Satan. That's why you need to learn faith. You have to keep hearing the word of God on faith, because faith comes by hearing. Are you aware of that? Faith doesn't come by prayers, by night vigil. Night vigil. I'm not against night vigil, but do night vigil. It doesn't come by fasting. I'm not against fasting. There are experts in fasting. Are you aware of that? There are people who are experts in fasting. You know unbelievers fast? Huh? You can fast, but you don't fast in faith. It's a waste of time. It's just self-starvation. You can pray all night. If you pray all night and it's not in faith, you have just lost your sleep. If I preach here and I don't preach in faith, you cannot benefit. This is serious. And listen now, faith is not just taught, it has to be caught. Say it. You have to catch it. You have to catch it. It's a spirit. Faith is a spirit. Spirit of faith. Huh? Are you aware of that? Don't get out of me saying this thing I'm saying. Because see, the things are the tendency for people to think, oh, I know the scriptures. I know the scripture. But you know the scripture, why are you still broke? You know the scripture, why are you still sick? I know those scriptures. If you know it, why are you broke? Because as long as it is not manifested in you, then you still haven't laid over. It must be the word of God must become flesh. The word became flesh. The word must become flesh. Now, faith is so critical that and it's so serious that most people do not understand faith. They think they have faith and they don't have faith. And listen now, you cannot know how much faith you have until you are tested. Are you aware of that? It's testing that shows your level. You know you have weight. I gave an example of weight. You are lifting weight. As long as it's a small weight, you can lift it. As long as what you need just 10,000. It's not a problem. 100,000 is not a problem. When you need 3 million, and your faith is still 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet with 3 million need. Tell me now, how are you going to do it? There is no muscle. You have not built muscle for it. I gave example of popcorn. You know, I gave example. You shared about popcorn. The popcorn. You know the popcorn story. Popcorn is maize or corn. What do you call it? Maize or corn? It's the same maize that you put maize on a flat plate under the sun. It cannot become popcorn. Are you aware of that? You put in another condition, put it in condition, put it in water, it cannot become, put it in different places, it cannot become. But when you put the thing under heat, under heat, then it will transform from being ordinary maize to become popcorn. Are you aware of that? I gave an example. I say, how many of you can put the raw maize, this dry maize and chew it? It's difficult to chew it. When you put it under heat and it becomes popcorn, you can enjoy it. That's what happens to church. There are people who are in churches. There is no faith there. It's not a church. They don't know anything about faith. The pastor doesn't know faith. The pastor has to look for how to get money from people. He has to get money anyhow. He doesn't understand faith. He cannot teach faith. And so, if you're in that kind of environment, you can still know some scriptures. But when you are facing problems, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to get anything done. When you are facing problems in the middle of the night, someone attacks your body in the middle of the night, around 12 o'clock or 2 in the night. What do you do? The pastor is not around. Can't call him that night. What do you do when you're facing a financial problem? You are not taught. You're not being taught faith. That's why the devil is so scared of any minister that teaches faith. He's scared. Because faith is a threat to Satan. If faith is not there, then you're in trouble. They are giving back like when Clifford was giving back to the baby. If they don't know what they know now, this baby will not be here. Or the wife will have been gone on that childbirth thing. They didn't know what they know. If they are not in the right environment to hear the word of faith. But it's not just mental. Faith is a spirit. You have to catch it. You have to catch the spirit of faith. And it's only caught when you are in the right environment. Say environment. Say environment. Environment. Praise God. Hallelujah. See, last week my youngest son was. My wife called my youngest son last week in the US, and I was just telling him that he had a trial in his body. Didn't tell anybody about it. Didn't tell anybody about it. He's been trained to know how to take care of it. And I will call him. He will say, "I'm already fine. I'm fine. I'm already fine." Imagine how many people are crisscrossing through America to places to go and see their children because they are not feeling well, so not feeling well. You train them now, even those who are raising children. You start training your children about how to walk by faith now. Because the just shall live by. Faith. The just shall live by. Faith. See, 1 John 5:4. It says about this is the victory that overcomes the world. Our faith. The victory that overcomes financial problems, sickness and disease, failing exams. The victory that overcomes the war and all the problem is faith. Look at Romans chapter 12 verse 3. I want us to be sober. Be sober and be vigilant because, hear me now, if you don't know, if you overestimate your faith, then you're going to crash. I say through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, as God has dealt to each one a measure of faith. Say measure of faith. Measure of faith. Everybody's got a measure of faith. But here, where I'm going to say, think soberly. Say, think soberly. Don't have undue estimation of yourself. Don't have an unrealistic estimation of yourself. If you think you can carry these things, I can carry it. No, you're not this thing, I can carry it. When you now face with it and you can't carry it, you're probably in trouble. Are you aware of that? You need to gauge where you are spiritually. See, as I study more on the Word of God and on faith, I realized that one of the biggest challenges we have in the church is pride. Say pride. Pride. See, because now, hear me now. Faith is a faith. For you to walk by faith and carry the spirit of faith, you must be submissive. Very, very submissive. You know, there are people who are in church, in particular churches, and they've been there for several years, and they have the same problem. The same problem has been for several years. They have not solved the problem. Somebody can come in and step to the church for a short time and then catch it. Catch the spirit of faith. Are you aware of that? See, look at the centurion. The centurion said, I'm not worth to come to you, and neither am I worth to receive you in my house. Just speak a word, and my son will be healed. Only one word. And you said, I never found such a great faith, not even in Israel. He said, not even a Jew. So don't assume that you know faith now. Don't assume that you have faith. Don't assume. Humble yourself. Father, teach me. Father, teach me your word. Open my eyes. It's very important. I'll show you an example here in Luke chapter 22, 31 to 34. 31, 34. 31, 34. Look at this example of this guy here who thought he was a faith guy. Faith guru. Huh? Allah said, Simon. When God calls you 2 times, don't do that. You have to be very careful. Huh? Are you aware of that? Mata. 2 times. Be careful. Allah said, Simon, indeed, Satan has asked for you that he may sift you as wheat. That's faith test. Say faith test. Faith test. When you sift you. You have been enjoying, praise the Lord, by his stripes I understand the word. I can do that. When you face symptoms. You face symptoms now. There are symptoms and it's very painful symptoms. The symptoms are very painful. They will hit your body with symptoms and it's also telling your mind, this is it. Death don't come. Liver don't die. Kidney don't die. All these don't die. If anybody you are owing, you better pay your money. You are going to die. And they're rushing you with thoughts like machine gun bullets. When you have so much bills to pay and there's no income. You look loaded, you go market, you go sell, nothing come out today. If some person will buy, say, one will buy, no good, you won't bring them back. You won't give him the money. You won't give him the money back. You get what I'm saying? Look at, let's learn something from Simon here. Simon. Okay, Simon. But he said, but Jesus said, but I pray for you that your faith should not fail. No faith failure. Say no faith failure. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren. What would Simon have done? He'll just say, oh, sir, please, I need more grace. Look at what he said. But he said to him, look, Jesus, I'm ready to go with you. Both to prison and to death. Shakarama. Faith. You see, I've seen people that come to this ministry, some of them come with zeal. And they truly have zeal for God. They love God. They want to follow God. But what tripped them was pride. Pride tripped them. It's pride that tripped them. Because they overestimated their ability. The devil is defeated. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Look at this shortly now. He is defeated, but you don't underestimate his ability to deceive. His power was taken away from me. Power was taken away from the devil and given to born again believers. But the power of deception was not taken away from him. The power of deception was not taken away from Satan. Let's go back to Ephesians 6:12. I'm just like you know when my children were small, me and my wife used to beg them to eat. Try to beg them to eat. I used to even beat my son. Eat it. No, nobody begs them to eat. I hear about that. They are grown up. You want to eat? One time we punished them. I don't know what to do. Then they went on hunger strike. When they were teenagers. We get them punishment. They went on hunger strike in that room. And I said, no problem. We thought they were good. But we let them alone. By the time we came the following morning, we saw that they had entered the kitchen in the night. They went to the kitchen in the night. Help them say, quickly put it. Not a hunger strike. But the thing is that physical food we're used to eat, but spiritual food, most people don't know anything about spiritual food. That's why we do what we do in church, to make sure that you listen to the word of God and get the word. Because if you get the word of God, it's not good for today alone. It's for next 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. The word of God is scarce, church. The word is scarce. The word of faith is scarce. Go to many churches today Sunday. Go to many churches all over Abuja, all over the world. People are preaching. They have somebody who are sweating, and yet there's no faith inside. They are sweating and screaming. No faith. Ephesians 6:12. Look at it. Then go to Colossians 2:15. From there. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Go to 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wise. Say wise. Wise. NLT. Strategies. Say strategies. Say deceits. Not power. Wise. Wise. Say wise. Wise. Give me NLT order. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against what? Against all strategies of the devil. What you are contending against, your mind. Your mind is the battleground. Your mind is the battleground. You are contending with the strategies of the devil. Church, strategies. Strategies. I ask you this question, I say, how many of you have not been deceived before? Every one of us, including me, we have been deceived by Satan. Look, by nature, I'm a smart guy. By nature. I'm talking natural person. I was a smart guy. It's very easy to cheat me. But I was still cheated. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Yeah. By my nature, I'm this kind of vigilant guy. Vigilant. I'm not the casual type of this thing. I'm vigilant. But see, there is more vigilance. The kingdom in the Satan is more vigilant than any other person. I hear what that. The only way you can overcome it is by the power of the Holy Spirit. Are you catching it? So by nature, you can't cheat me. I was cheating on my wife. I was sleeping with another girlfriend in town. I thought I was the only one sleeping with the girl. You get what I'm saying? I thought I was the only one. There was nobody in her life except me and her. On the one day, I said, the girl, she cheated on me. What? The girl cheated on me? You cheated on me? What? It's amazing how I was jealous over a girlfriend cheating on me when I was actually cheating on my own wife. You catching it now? I thought I was a smart guy. I was very cool. I was cheating on my wife, go to my girlfriend. Then the girl cheated on me. I couldn't forgive her. I could not forgive that. You see, the devil is a deceiver, and when you deceive people, you'll be deceived. You get what that? So it's not his power was withdrawn, was taken from him, but not his trick. It's a trickster. And there are people who are going to die tonight. They will die tonight, and the reason why they will die is because they are tricked. They don't trick them. Some of them should have been in a good church where they can hear the word of God. They cannot. They are tricked. They cannot go to that place, and sometimes they get their post. You get a post. I get post. The devil is not afraid of title. Are you aware of that? He's not scared of title. In fact, the more title you have, the better for him. He can kill you. So they can score a point. A key bishop there. A key one bishop. So his tricks is not taken from me. So now go to Philippians, go to Colossians 2:15. Now let's see now. Colossians 2:15. See. Having disarmed principalities and powers. Who did it? He has disarmed them. He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them in it. Satan has been paralyzed. Church, good news. Say good news. Say good news. The devil is paralyzed. So how come he's scoring so much point against people? How come he's still dealing with people? How come he make people poor? How come he's destroying people with sickness and disease? How come he's still scoring so much all over the place? Devil. Accident there. This one die. Why is this operating free? Hear me, because many people are ignorant. When you are ignorant, you be in fear. Say fear. You don't take fear is a contraband. Fear is contraband for born again believer. Fear is contraband for born again believer. Because you are not in fear of fear. If you are afraid of the devil, that means you are more afraid in Satan able to hurt you than the word of God. Praise God. God help me to communicate this in Jesus' name. Luke 10:19. The devil is defeated. He's under your feet. But beware. You need to learn his tricks. You need to learn that he has tricks. And you need to learn how to overcome him when he comes against you with his lies. Behold, I give you the authority. Say the authority. Authority. To trample on serpents and scorpions. Praise God. And over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by enemies hurt. Me and my wife, we met one lady about a couple of days ago. She had a problem with her leg. Lady, maybe 60-something years old. And then she was telling me sort of how she wanted in the UK, they wanted to do surgery. She was afraid they can't do surgery because the husband did surgery some 13 years ago and died on the table. So she's living with the fear now, and she's living with it. And I saw her desperation to get help, spiritual help. And I said, where do you worship? By the time where she worship, I thought about it. How can I help this? How can I help this woman? How can I help this woman? I just left the place. Because some people, they have gone too far, you can't help them. They have been wrongly trained. Okay? So if you try to help them, it will backfire. I left. I wish I could help her. My mind goes towards her. That's why you don't get good foundation, it's a problem. Huh? Look at that verse, look at that 10:19 again. 19 and 20 again. Let me explain to you something there. He said, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all. Is it some? If you? 90% of the power? All the power, and nothing shall by enemies. He said, but don't rejoice because that one. Don't rejoice that one. Rejoice that your name is in the book of life. That means your relationship with God. Your relationship with God is the ultimate. So very important for you in passing the faith test. The first most important thing to know is that you must be humble. Say humility. Humility is the greatest virtue, and it's the most difficult to see around. Go back to Luke chapter 22 where we're reading. Luke chapter 22 where we're reading. We read that. I think 31, 32. Luke chapter 22. We start from 31 with this. We are Simon. The devil has to sift you. Hear me now, church. The devil is called diabolus. Say diabolus. Diabolus is the one that separates. He sifts you. He sifts. You know that this sift, when you used to do for Akamandos, you used to sift it. You bring the shaft out, and then the fine wants to come down. That was you shift it. Satan wants to separate you from your faith. But whatever comes against you as storms, listen now. If you can learn what you are learning right now, you know you carry the spirit of faith, then you know whatever comes against you, you start laughing because you know that the end is divine. Say the end is divine. And when? Well, let's read 31, 32. And Lord said, Simon, and Satan has asked to shift you, that he may shift you as well. Go on, 32, 33. But I have prayed for you that your faith should not fail. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren. You go on. But he said to him, Lord, I am ready to go with you, both to prison and to death. Now, he meant it. Yeah, what that? He actually meant it too. Huh? But he overestimated his ability. It's very dangerous. Go on. Let's read it. You next verse. But he said to him, Lord, they said, I tell you, Peter. Then he said, I tell you, Peter, the rooster shall not crow this day before you will deny 3 times that you know me. What should he have done? Listen, just me and you now. What should he have done when he said, you will deny me 3 times? Satan will shift you as wheat. What should he have done? Instead of bragging. This is the challenge we have now is this pride. This is bragging. It's bragging now. It's bragging. It's bragging. Do you know how many years I've been born again? How many have been born again? You know how many have been born again? See, when you brag, listen now, it's the Satan uses pride to deflate your faith balloon. Look at 56. When the test actually came, that time when he was bragging, the test has not come that time. Are you aware of that? The test has not come that time. What 56? 56 to 62. From 56 to 52, go to chapter 22, verse 56. That same chapter we're reading, 22. And a certain servant girl. Say servant girl. Say house girl. Say house girl. Say ordinary house girl. See him as he sat by the fire, looked intently at him. This man was also with him. House girl. He said, this man stayed with Jesus. Let's see how you answer. Test don't come. But he denied him, saying, woman, I do not know him. But neighbor. Huh? After a little while, another saw him and said, you also are of them. But Peter said, man, I'm not. After about an hour had passed, another confidently affirmed, saying, surely this fellow also was with him, for he is a Galilean. Peter said, man, I do not know what you are saying. Immediately while he was still speaking, the rooster crowed. Well, and the Lord turned and looked at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he said to him, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. So Peter went out and what? Most people, is that crime will have been done earlier. Are you getting what I'm saying right now? Why did Peter, what is the reason why Peter messed up? He failed the faith test. Now look at it. He has seen Jesus Christ before, how he raised the dead. He has seen Jesus Christ when they wanted to push him off the cliff. And Bible says he turned and walked out. They couldn't touch him. They couldn't touch him. He's witnessed those things. He see Jesus doing his dividend miracle. He see Jesus, the even attempt at Jesus' life didn't succeed. He said, no one takes my life. I lay it down. How the part to lay it down and about to pick it up again. And Peter never... See, look, when they even came to arrest Jesus Christ, he was the first to bring cutlass and cut the ear of somebody. Are you aware of that? You know so very well. He brought the sword and cut somebody. He actually wanted to cut the guy's head. And the guy dodged and cut the hair. He was ready to go with Jesus to any element. As I'm talking about Peter, I'm talking about you. It's you I'm talking about. Yes. It's you. It's you. Eh? Leave Peter alone. It's you. Cut on there. Don't you know that I'm a man of God? My pastor. I gotta take your time. Oh. I'm a member of Igule Center, and I'm there for the rest of my life. Very good. That's very good. Now let's see the test. The test came. Listen now. He cut off the hair of the man, people that came to the Lord Jesus Christ. He did everything. He was zealous for Jesus. But he overestimated his ability and underestimated Satan. Are you catching it? He overestimated his level of faith and underestimated Satan's ability to trick and lie. So number one, look at it now. First, number one, he saw Jesus Christ. Now they took him. If I caught them, no. When they came to Jesus Christ, he said, "Who are you looking for?" He said, "Jesus or Nazareth." He said, "I am he." They fell on the ground. Power, authority. Huh? They said, "Who are you looking for?" He said, "Jesus or Nazareth." He said, "I am he." They fell on the ground. Church. But after doing that one, they arrested him. He allowed himself to be arrested. Are you catching it this morning? This is a serious matter. And he was arrested and taken away. And that shocked them. That this man can be arrested? Can this person be arrested? And then he became fearful. Say fear is contraband. Fear. The biggest power of the enemy against Peter was fear. He used fear. Fear did the job. Because what you fear, you attract. Are you aware of that? Whatever you fear, you attract. Fear did the job. And he failed the test. Thank God for a second chance. Thank God for a second chance. Thank God for the God of second chance. Okay? God of second chance. God, he said, I knew you'd be seated as we, but I prayed for you. When you return, tell me about that. That's why if you look at Peter, I'm not sure if I'm good at that. You see Peter, in that first Peter 1:7, where we read now. He's talking about your trial of your faith. It's precious. The same Peter, look at chapter 5. First Peter chapter 5. Look at it. He said, be sober and be vigilant. Be sober. Why Peter saying it? He by experience. Are you aware of that? It's by experience. Be sober and be vigilant. Because your adversary, your mother-in-law, your adversary, your mother-in-law, your adversary, your uncle in the village, the devil. He's running and he's going about like a runner looking for whom to devour. He's seeking whom he can devour. He cannot devour everybody. He has to be seeking the person that is. See, when we are afraid, you are subject of being devoured. Shall I refuse to fear? Shall I refuse to fear? Shall I fearless? Shall I fearless? I will just zero in today on an aspect of this teaching that where the enemy accuses people of God. Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Say it. One more time. Now look at it. The devil is the accuser of the brethren. I shared briefly and said most people, when they are facing a problem, the first thing they look for is human beings to blame. Human beings to blame. Number two, to remove first problem, the person they blame is God. They blame God and blame man for their problems. They blame man and God for financial problem. They blame man and God for their health. They say maybe it's witches. Imaginary witches. Where we are in Ephesians 6:12, say, give me Ephesians 6:12 in GNT. You are not fighting flesh and blood. Ephesians 6:12 in GNT. It's not a witch's problem. It's not witch's problem. With the Nigerian gospel is different other people gospel. The Bible here spoke about witches are people who cast spells, who are herbalists, who are afar. It's not house girls that Satan is messing up, beating their brain upside down. It's not the witches' problem. But you see, and it's a flesh. It's not a flesh and blood. But look at it. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. It make it easier for you to understand. For we're not fighting against human beings. Witches are they human beings? Witches, let me ask me now. Witches, answer me now. Yes, sir. Witches, are they human beings? Yes, sir. They're human beings now. Human beings. The herbalist is a witch. I hear what that? Many pastors are witches now. Most of the pastors, they're witches. They're practicing witchcraft. Okay? Because look, based on the Bible here, witches is different on the Nigerian definition of witches. I'm talking about the Bible now. Most of you don't care about the Bible. Spirit husband, spirit wife. I've not seen in the Bible. Since I've reading the Bible for how many years now, I've never seen spirit husband there. But if you go to an average church in Nigeria, say, I'm going to believe in spirit husband. I may believe. I'm going to believe in spirit wife. I believe. I'm going to believe in spirit children. I believe. Most people in an average church believe, because 80% of them believe in spirit wife and spirit husband. Are you following what I'm saying now? But there's no scripture for it. You can't find the Bible where somebody has spirit wife or spirit husband. The devil has deceived people to take them from the world to superstitions and ideas of men, philosophy of men. So people now have problem with their in-laws, their brothers and sisters, their uncles, because they believe that they are the one that is behind their problem. Hear me, church. Human beings are wicked. Everybody is wicked. We just really in level of wickedness. When I was keeping girlfriends and I was dating women and my wife was there and everything, the people talking to her about strange women. He said, you made any force themselves for me. I went for them. Are you aware of that? I was one that went for them. So this is okay, cast the woman out, let the woman die. If this one die, I will still carry another one. Are you aware of what I'm saying? There's no women don't finish. You don't finish for road. So if you say this one will catch fire, last human will catch fire, this one catch fire. By the time all of them finish catching fire, I will still go and rack and carry another one. And then we catch fire on top of me. We have to catch fire together. Are you getting what I'm saying? See, most of the prayers are not scriptures. Church. That's why most prayers are not answered. Most of the prayers in churches are not answered. We're just practicing it's witchcraft. Many of the church, of the ministers of the gospel are practicing witchcraft. It's witchcraft, you see, because now, in those days, you go to the bush to go and meet a herbalist, a wizard, a witch. But now, they can wear fine dress and come to town with a microphone and with drums. And get these demonic powers to come and tell you things, tell you stuff. Yes, so. Your number is so, yes. Number is so, yes. Yes, okay, yes. There's a photo of someone in your village. If you come Abuja here, that's your case, is your uncle. Your uncle is Caleb. Not our Caleb here. You know? They say, oh, yeah, behind you. Who is Juliana? Juliana is my mother. Your mother is behind you. So you have to kill your uncle and kill your mother. The devil is a liar. He uses your ignorance to destroy. So now you have enmity with people. You believe that people are behind your problem. You now have enmity with your mother-in-law, with your uncle. You are beginning to see this, and once there is strife, the devil can kill. Free of charge. You have heard me share before. The presence of strife in the family is the presence of demons. Demons. Any family where there is strife, there are demanding forces present there to kill with sickness, sudden attack and death, and accident. He can kill because of strife. Strife is the major killer among born again believers. And the presence of peace is the presence of God. If we look at the Bible epistles, peace multiplied. Grace, mercy, and peace. Grace, mercy, and peace. They see peace, 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 peace. The presence of God represents peace. When you see anywhere you see peace, any home, any family, any marriage, where you see the peace of God, you see the presence of the Lord Jesus. That's why once you have unforgiveness against this person because it's a witch against you, it's all against you, the devil can kill you free of charge. He can destroy your life free of charge. People cannot travel to their village. They are afraid to go to their village because they think that their village, when they know village people know the village people will kill them. They'll kill them. They don't kill them. They are afraid. People who are born again believers, who are blow-washed, born again, tongue-talking, spirit-filled believers, are scared of imaginary witches. So the devil's method, very, very successful method, he uses it to strip you of your faith, is to knock your head against human beings. You see that you are not fighting human beings. You are not fighting human beings. Tell anybody you are not fighting human beings. Give me that gentle. You need to look at it. Not flesh and blood. Not flesh and blood. Not people who are practicing witchcraft in the village. If they bring witchcraft, what is witchcraft to you? What's your business with it? Anybody practicing witchcraft? What's your business? You cast the devil out of them. For we are not fighting against human beings, but against these wicked spiritual forces in the heavenly world, the rulers, authorities, and cosmic powers of this dark age. It's talking about spirit beings. Talking about spirit beings, demonic beings. Church, these are the real enemies. And what it does is it uses people. It uses people, circumstances, people against you. But that doesn't, people who are against you, most of them they don't have anything about witchcraft. They don't hate you. People hate you. They hate you and you don't have to kill them. You love them. You love them. You overcome evil with good. There was a story that I listened to, but I can't share about this in South Africa. There's this people that practice witchcraft in South Africa. This chief was fighting against another chief. And then he employed a witch. You know, Balaam was a witch. Balaam in the Bible. That's a witch. This is an example of witches. He brought a Balaam and then it was who was cast spell on that chief. So they were going together on a parade in South Africa. On a parade. And he was casting spell. You know, I'm talking about Bible witches now. I'm not talking about Nigerian, they change the thing. But he was casting spell. And it was casting spell on this person. He was on a horse. And his body was burning. It was burning like overheating. And then he said, look, John G. Lake. Hey, let's do this ground. He said, I don't do catch the devil of them. Catch the devil of them. And he simply just raised and said, in the name of Jesus Christ. In the name. The power is in the name. The power is in the name. You simply using the authority of the name of Jesus Christ, and everything went down just by the name of Jesus Christ. You need authority. I'm talking about those who are really practicing witches now. I'm talking about house girls who say, well, I killed 15 people, I killed 25 people yesterday, and I drank blood. I drank all your blood. Now only 1 pint remains now. I'm talking about those. That's lying spirits. They're lying spirits. The enemy turns people's head and made them lie. And you know what they want to do? To bring you to be afraid. Once you're afraid, the devil can get you. Some of those people do that. They can't do it in my presence. They're going to say, I kill so. Let them come to my presence. But you don't know any difference. So you suck my blood too. How much remain now? Is it only small? Once you get involved in those things, you'll be in deception. Because the devil cannot tell you about himself. I hear that. The devil cannot tell you about himself. He will scare you. The only way to know about the devil is through the Bible. Say, come, microphone. How many people are you killing? I'll kill 50 people. What about tomorrow? I won't kill 10 tomorrow. I go fly, go this in there. I go. See, when you begin to interview the devil about the devil, he will lie to you. I don't know. You didn't catch what I'm saying now. Did you catch it? This is strange. Some of you are learning some things you didn't learn before because you are staying long in the church where they say your neighbor could be a witch. He could be witchy. He could be witchy. Witchy should come to church and get born again. Is that not so? Yeah. That's not supposed to be. Now, don't be afraid of people. Don't ever fear human beings. Your problem is not human beings. It's principalities and powers, rulers of darkness. And you must know how to deal with them based on the word. Are you catching it? Yes, sir. Are you catching it? Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to Job. So now we know that it's not a problem of human beings. It's not a problem of God is not against you. Human beings is not against you. Human beings may be against you, but they don't know what they're doing. Okay? So don't let it bother you. Job chapter 1, verse 11. Job was facing a trial in his life. Job chapter 1, verse 11, and then chapter 2, verse 5 and 9. Job 1, 11. See, blame shifting is one of the most dangerous things for born again believers. And all of us have been guilty of it. Shifting blame. Most people don't blame the devil for what he's doing. They blame human beings and blame God. Huh? Are you dozing or are you listening? Are you listening? Huh? Are you listening? You're not doing this. Huh? Go to Job. You have to get it. You want to catch it. It's a spirit. You catch it. You're not afraid. Praise God. You're not afraid. You're not afraid somebody come to press you in the night. The person who's pressing you is the devil. Are you aware of that? It's not your neighbor. It's the devil pressing you. You cast him out. Get out of here. Pressing me. Use the name of Jesus Christ. Yeah, that man, now he depressed me. That man depressed me for night. Rollins, now he depressed me. Huh? Look at it. Job. Give me Job. But now stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and it will surely cost you to your face. This is Satan now. Talking about Job. He's accusing Job before God. He's the accuser of the brethren. Go to chapter 2, verse 5 and 9. Look at it. But stretch out your hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and it will surely cost you to your face. Go to verse 9. Then his wife, look at it. What his wife had to say now. Verse 9. Then his wife said to him, do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse God and die. Are you catching it? Look at what Satan told God here. It's same the devil. That same devil told the wife. Are you aware of that? Satan can use your wife to influence you. He can use your husband to influence you for evil. Are you catching it? Satan can use your spouse, can use people around to influence you. He can put pressure on somebody to speak a word. Now, did you see anywhere they blame devil here? Did you see anywhere they blame devil? Huh? No, are you following what I already did? The wife say, curse God and die. That means God is your problem. Is that also? Go to that's on that Job. Let's look at chapter 3, verse 25. For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. One more time. For the things I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. I was talking to some of the media people were discussing the other time about a young man who was going to work for us. I was talking about fear of death. He could not do something there because he might die. He might die. I say, as long as you are afraid of death, you attract death. If you are afraid that you are going to die young, you don't deal with the fear, you will die. Not because there is power. No. But because you are afraid. If you are fearful of financial problem, it will come on you. You can't afford to be afraid. See, because the fear is a spirit. It comes on everybody. But you must learn to open your mouth and resist it. Say resist it. Resist. Say fear, resist you. Fear, resist you. I refuse to fear. I refuse to fear. Say fear, go. Fear, go. I refuse to fear. I refuse to fear. Job was accusing God. If you look at the book of Job, he was accusing God, was wondering why all that he's doing is a good person. Why should this thing happen to me? Why should this happen to me? Blame shifting is terrible. It's dangerous. Go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 1 to 5. You see another blame shifting here. The blame shifting. You do something wrong and then you shift the blame. It's a common thing here. Genesis chapter 3, verse 1 to 5, and then verse 12. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord our God had made. And he said to the woman, has God indeed said you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Now their faith is going to be tested. They're going to have a test now. That's the first faith test in the Bible. And they failed. They failed it. And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden. Go on. But of the fruit of the tree of which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, you shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Then the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die. Deception. Tricks. For God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Now, all of you know the story very well. Is that not so? Yes, you know the story very well. They took it because they believed that God was hiding. See, they believed God was hiding something from them. So they took it. And that's why the whole world fell flat on the feet. That's how sin broke out. Are you aware of that? Now go to verse 12. Give me verse 12 in NLT. But they have messed up. They failed. Now they are confronted with the problem. When you mess up and you are confronted with the problem, what do you say out of him? The man replied, go to 11, 10, 11. Let it flow that way. 10, 11. Let's see the question God asked them. So he said, I heard your voice in the garden and I was afraid because I was naked and hid myself. That's where fear broke out. Sin and fear came the same time. Okay? And he said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you shall not eat? Look at it now. Look at the response now he gave. The man said, the woman you gave me, the one who you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree and I ate. That means it's not my fault. Give me NLT. Give me that NLT. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Most people now say that it's their fault. The man replied, it was the woman. It was. The woman you gave me, the woman you gave me, who gave me the fruit. And I ate it. So now he's blaming God and the woman. Are you aware of that? Two people are to blame now. Not himself. Are you catching it? See, this blame shifting. This is where it started from. The criminal is blaming the police for arresting him. Huh? It's the police that caused it. The criminal is blaming the judge that sentenced them. Some judges have to go with policemen to wherever they're going because some criminals are angry because they sentenced them. Huh? Are you aware? Then some criminals are also blaming fellow criminals who betrayed them. So, most people in Nigeria, they blame government. You're familiar with that one? Now, you're familiar with that one? You're not familiar with that one? You're familiar with that one? Ali, you don't know about criminals, but Nigeria one is government they blame. It's bad government. You know, for government now, better pass me. Your God supplies your need not based on government provision. Are you aware of that? It's not based on government provision. It's on heavenly economy. Husband blame the wife. The wife blame the husband. The wife blame the children. The children blame the dog. For not doing the homework. They give you homework. They say you got dog at your dog. See, the child is playing video game and then he do homework and he's blaming the dog for eating his homework. The dog chopped my homework, my child's book. This the natural the tendency of a fallen man is to shift blame. Blame shifting. But do you know that it has never worked? It has never worked. Look, all of us want to be let off the hook. We don't want to accept responsibility. We want to shift blame. I give an example of the man who married a woman who had his children in Akwa Ibom. He had 9 children and then his salary is 10,000 per month. And it's a financial crisis. And they're blaming one of the daughter that is a witch. Huh? Sorry. The man that has 9 children is on 10,000 per month with 9 children. And is blaming one of the daughters who that they say the girl is a witch, that's why they are broke. How can you make it with 10,000 naira with 9 children? When you are giving birth to them, they didn't know how much you are in. Now is the girl to blame. They put the girls inside fire because the witch they must talk. See, many people their brain has been beaten by upside down by the devil. So the blame shifting, the blame game is so detestable to God. And that's why once you keep blaming people, you are unable to get out of the mess you are in because you are unable to consider yourself. Where am I missing it? What have I done wrong? Open my eyes so where I'm missing it. I was talking to that woman who had arthritis yesterday and in this last couple of days. I said, go and seek God to open your eyes to where you are making a mistake. Where are you mixing it? Where are you walking in disobedience? Because there are some things you have done that you don't do, and then because of that one, the enemy come to afflict you. God can say, go and be in that church. You stay in that church and go there. But you say, no, I don't want. I want that place because I get post. And then you stay in the wrong place, and then the enemy strikes you, and then you say, no, I don't know why I've offended. You are a fool because you are not looking at. See, when you disobey God in one area, it affects your faith. I don't know if you catch it now. This is very like advanced one I'm doing now. I'll give you advanced one now. You don't blame God because God, look at go to Job 40. Job 40. It's the woman that you gave me. Job 40 was 1 to 9. Job was confronted with this situation, and then he was blaming God and talking about how good he is, how he's such a nice person, and all that. Look at it. Job 40, from 1. God asked him some questions. He asked him some questions. Moreover, the Lord answered Job. The Lord answered Job. See, now it's time for God to answer Job. Job was accusing God of the problem. Now, God can talk to me. I have been pure. Just talking about his goodness. Look at the question God asked Job. And moreover, the Lord answered Job. That the one who contends with the Almighty, correct him. He will rebuke God. Let him answer it. Then Job answered the Lord and said, behold, I'm by. What shall I answer you? I lay my hands on my mouth. Once I have spoken, but I will not answer you twice, but I will proceed no further. Then the Lord answered Job out of the one wind and said, now prepare yourself like a man. I will question you and you shall answer. Will you indeed annul my judgment? Will you condemn me that you may be justified? This is God speaking now. Have you an arm like God? Or can you thunder with a voice like his? Verse 11. Then adorn yourself with majesty and splendor, and array yourself with glory and beauty. Despite the rage of your wrath, look on everyone who is proud and humble him. Look on everyone. Now this question, God was asking this question over We're asking this question over and over and over and over. Where were you when I created the world? Where were you? Where were you? I was asking you so many questions. I said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You were saying, I don't know. 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 That means you don't know. You don't know much. Is that not so? You don't know much. We don't know much. You know, there's this scripture that normally, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. It stands every time I look at it. The biggest challenge we have as human beings is pride. We think we know, we don't know. We think we know, we don't know. How little we know. We know so very little. Actually, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2, verse 11. We don't know. At 2:11. Look at it. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. It's about lot looks of men shall be humble. The other men shall be bowed down, and only God shall be exalted that day. Lofty looks of men. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled. The haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And the Lord alone shall be exalted that day. If me and you can not underestimate yourself, that's a different thing now. Have a realistic estimate of yourself or your ability. I'm not as cool as I think I am. I don't think I know as much as I think I do. Because hear me now, when you are in faith, you are dependent on God for wisdom and direction. This morning, before I came to the service this morning, I spent some time confessing my scripture on humility. Humility. I told the God, I confessed to God on humility because that area is where most people don't know that they are fallen. They're extremely proud. Human beings are very proud. Human beings are by nature arrogant. We are by nature arrogant. And because we are arrogant, that's why we are unable to see when a problem confronts you, when the storm of life confronts you, you are unable to check down, why am I going through what I'm going through? Father, open my eyes to where I'm missing it. I was talking to that woman. I said, can you ask God to open your eyes to where you're missing it? Because most times, you see, there are disasters that happen to born again believers, and they excuse it with Romans 8:28. Romans 8:28. All things work together for good. All things work together for good. But you need to find out, why am I going through what I'm going through? See, listen now. You can be attacked because you are obedient to God. You can be attacked because you are disobedient. I'm watching it. Listen. Satan can come against you because you are obedient to God. You are obeying God. He's angry because you are obeying God. He comes against you with storms. Huh? Then he can come against you because you are in disobedience. Are you catching it? Yes, you're going to repeat it. Say what I said. Satan can come against you because you are obedient to God. So only a few of you catch it. Are you catching it? I said the devil can come against you with storms of life because you are walking in obedience to what God wants to do. He can use people against you. He can gang up against you, circumstance against you. He can use people just because you are in obedience. He can also come against you because you are in disobedience. But you need the wisdom of God to know the difference. Only God can open your eyes to see why you're missing it. Is that not so? Is that not so, church? These two examples I'm going to give you now before I quit this morning. Examples of David and Lot. Say David and Lot. Say it. Some of you listen when you sleep in church because you are disobedient. You go and say now. You know, because you also go to bed. You go to bed on time and you refuse to go to bed. You go and say now. You don't go to bed on time on Saturday. And then so you come back, you sleep. Once you receive the word. Genesis chapter 13, verse 1. Then Abraham went off from Egypt, he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him to the south. Abraham was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. Listen very well now. Listen very well. there was a joining. Say joining. Divine joining. Lot was prosperous because of Abraham. Not vice versa. Are you aware of that? Potiphar was prosperous because of Joseph. Are you aware of that? Not Joseph prospered because of Potiphar. There is a divine joining. God asks people who are anointed to prosper you. Just like I do my pastor. My pastor was anointed to prosper us. He's a human being like any other human being. But he was carrying an anointing to prosper me. Now my job is to be obedient, to go under his ministry and submit to his ministry. What if I didn't submit? Answer me now. What if I didn't submit? You will not be seeing me here now as I'm talking. I will not be here. You will not even know each other. This is a serious matter. I'm talking about simple obedience. Obedience to the fact that there's a man that came to town. My wife prayed, and she has been going to the church, and they prayed and said, God, show me where I can worship you and truth. And God asked my wife to go to where my pastor had a ministry, and then stay there. I was an unbeliever, reckless life, and I got there. See, I was about, was it this year or this year? I think it was this year before we traveled to the US for the children's graduation. We were doing recording in the studio. And then there was a lady that came to see my wife, one of my wife's friends. You see, she gave birth to our first daughter, our first child, when our second child was born. So that means they kind of met at the hospital where they were giving birth. My wife was giving birth to my daughter at that time, and then she was not our first child. At Nata. So they met at Nata and they became like friends. See now, God sets you up. Are you aware of that? To meet people. You know, like they also set you up to meet people to kill you. Now, the thing is this. So it was a divine arrangement with that woman. She met her, and then my wife began to share with her. Her marriage was not good. She had a very terrible marriage. But my wife began to share with her about what God was doing at church, my pastor, and she was okay, come on, look, this is how my life has changed, my husband's life has changed. Why don't you come and join us? Let's go to this under this ministry, and we can, no, but I have a post. After my wife pestered her, she came once. She came once and left. She never could accept that invitation to come and join the ministry. Listen very well now. So now, she raised her children in her church. We raise our own children in our church. Our marriage in our church, our marriage is our own marriage in their own church. Now, how did they turn out? How did the children turn out? Listen very well. These children that we raise, our children, you know the story of our children, turn out good. Sound education, good moral behavior, love God, serve God, worship God. Our children they teach the word of God, even though anywhere they are infectious for the gospel. Even in America, where they are. Now, here this person trained his own children. They also had good education. One of them was a medical doctor. That was an engineer. They had all the academic things that similar to our children, but their spiritual life was zero. Listen now. The marriage broke down. Now, the children, the husband beats the wife, beats the woman, and the children also join in beating her. That's their mother. So they beat the woman. So now she came visiting us and we were talking, and she was sharing on TV, on studio, in the studio. And then he said, look, this thing you are saying, and look at how your children turn out, and look at how my own turn out. He said, look at how, say, what if I had listened to you that time? See now it's a regret now. If I listened to you that time and I had followed you to that place, and I was trained by that same pastor, and I trained my children in that same way, what will happen to them? It's too late. It's too late to do that. Because the children are already become adults. Are you aware of that? I'm talking about disobedience. But it didn't occur to her at that time when she wasn't coming that she was in disobedience and that she was going to raise those children all in a wrong ministry. David came under attack. Listen now. David came under attack. He came under the attack of the enemy. Ziklag was burned with fire because he was in obedience. He was in obedience to the call of God. He was anointed as king, and he was running away from Saul. He didn't want to kill Saul. He was walking in obedience. But in spite of the obedience that he was walking in, the devil came against him in an attempt to break his resolve. But you know, when we look at it about 3 or so weeks ago, when we look at the story of David about 3 weeks ago, we said, look at how David turned out. David, even though Ziklag was burned with fire and everything was burned with fire, and his wife and children were taken away captive, he recovered all. He not only recovered all, he recovered them with plenty of spoils. So if you are walking in obedience, and the enemy comes against your body with symptoms, it comes against your finances, it comes against your marriage, it comes against your children. If you are walking in obedience and humility to what God has asked you to do, you are in humility and obedience. Hear me now, you are sure to win. Are you catching what I'm saying? You are sure to win the battle. In fact, the end is divine, you already win. Like I was saying, rolling. The end is divine. You already win. But if you are in disobedience like Lot, you have only one chance. The chance is to repent. Say repent. Repent. Say repent. Repent. See, once you repent now you qualify for the blessing. You repent. When you are in disobedience, you repent, and then, you're like it happened to Peter. You see, when you repent, Peter, you can now see the same Peter was using mightily. But Lot and his family destroyed. Lot and his family destroyed everything he acquired under Abraham. All the money he made, everything he made under Abraham, destroyed. In fact, by the time they burnt Sodom and Gomorrah, and the wife became pillar of salt, the two daughters said they thought that the whole world was burnt. And they had incest with their father. And raised children, through incest. Family destroyed. When I was sharing on the offering, I look at, let's go to where I read it. When I was sharing the offering, I'll share one verse with you there. 2 Chronicles chapter 26, verse 16. This is very important. We look at it when I was sharing on the offering. 2 Chronicles 26. I want to look at one verse there. It's where the book Uzziah. The Bible says, as long as Uzziah saw the law, God made him to prosper. He saw the law during the time of Zacharias the prophet. The Zacharias was his pastor. He saw the and God made him prosper. As long as he saw the law. But look at how he ended up. Verse 16 now. But let's do 15 to 16. Okay, to flow better. 2 Chronicles chapter 26, verse 15 to 16. And he made devices in Jerusalem, invented by skillful men to be on the towers and the corners, to shoot arrows and lash stones. So his fame spread far and wide, for he was marvelously helped till he became strong. Church, under Zacharias' leadership. But look at how he ended up. Very sad. But when he was strong, his heart was knitted up to his destruction. For he transgressed against the Lord his God by entering the temple of the Lord to burn incense on the altar of incense. Church? Look at 21. See verse 21. King Uzziah was a leper until the day of his death. He dwelt in an isolated house because he was a leper. For he was cut off from the house of the Lord. Then Jotham, his son, was over the king's house, judging the people of the land. Church, listen very well. There is a battle to fight here in this land. There are many people that you see that are not going to finish well. Because they are proud. They overestimate their ability and underestimate Satan's ability to deceive. Look at how Zechariah started at the age of 16. And now see how God prospered him. Because he had a man of God, Zechariah was there, he prospered him. But after a while, the Bible says he became proud. Beware of arrogance. Beware of arrogance. Beware of arrogance. Beware of, see, that is me and you know, be careful. See, now, God cannot use you beyond your level of humility, church. If you are arrogant about where you are now, God cannot move you forward. If you are arrogant about what you have right now, He can't give you more. Are you catching what I'm saying? Watch out. Because the nature of man is pride. It's a nature. Go to any garden, everybody's bragging about this one, bragging, you are meeting there, hello, I'm so, everybody's bragging. You go anywhere, you go in the society, and you across everywhere, in the clubs, people will brag about themselves. But I want me and you to lift up Jesus. Let's think less of ourselves and think more of Jesus. Because see, I have it on my wardrobe in my bedroom. Your humility is your defense against deception. Say it. Say it again. It's a serious matter, Jerry. This time says deep. God gave Uzziah wisdom. He was able to make devices. He did some things, devices, different accomplishments. Became proud. And Eagle Christian Voice of Victory. Now hear me now. If you are watching us there, maybe for the first time or you are watching us for several times. Okay? Now there's a hell to shun and heaven to gain. Amen. Jesus Christ. Bible says, for God so already gave. Jesus Christ is the gift of God's gift to the whole world. There are millions who are dying every day without taking that gift. The gift is yours, but you can choose to take it or not take it, or you can reject it. Okay? How do I take the gift? Another one. You simply believe in your heart and confess with your mouth that He's truly died for you. Amen. That's all. There's a don't deal. The gift is yours. Amen. Say, dear God.
Dear God,
I believe in my heart.
I believe in my heart.
And I confess with my mouth.
And I confess with my mouth.
Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
Is the Son of God
that died for my sins.
That died for my sins.
I receive Him now.
I receive Him now.
In Jesus' name. Now you have taken the gift of salvation. It's a gift. 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 Praise God. You will receive the Son of God, the gift of God to the whole world. Praise God. Now, if you are sick in your body, when Jesus came to die, He also died for sickness. And so right now we are using His name to knock out that sickness. Amen. In the name of Christ, be healed. That's it.
It's done.
Say, take my healing.
I take my healing.
It's yours in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now, in the name of Jesus Christ, look for a living church. Because you cannot be attending a church that there are dead churches and living churches. There are ones and there are lukewarm churches. Revelation has them lukewarm churches, dead churches, living churches. We let God guide you to the right church where you can worship God in spirit and in truth. We love you and God loves you.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
The Great Commission to make disciples.